All right, so the very, very first thing you're going to do is get your apples ready. All right, so what I'm going to do is, number one, little trick I learned. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it's just something that I learned. I always wash my fruit in water and apple cider vinegar in the sink, okay? And I let it soak for a little while. So I've got some of that in the sink right now soaking. But the little tags on your apples, these little guys, if you soak your apple with the tag on it, it makes this thing so hard to get off. I mean, redonkulously hard to get off. So peel your stickers off before you get your apples wet, and it's so much easier. Sometimes you'll get a little residual stickiness, but most of the time you won't. So, hey, how are you? Is that Michelle? It is Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for hopping on. So take the stickers off your apples first. So that's what we're going to do together really quickly. I should have had that prepped ahead of time. But like I said, I just bought these at the store and was rushing home really quick to get on with you guys. So, all right, get your apple cider vinegar and your water in your sink, okay? And put that in there and rinse your apples off. I like to use, I'm going to go show you what I use because I really like this brand of stuff. Have any of you guys used Bragg's before? Bragg's, they have all different kinds of stuff. They have liquid aminos, which is better for you than soy sauce. They have salad dressings. They have just all kinds of stuff. But Bragg's is a old-time brand, and it's been around for a long time, but it's really quality stuff. So, and I'm trying to look at my comments. Stephen has, oh, good, I'm glad Stephen's been using your pressure cooker. So, okay, so take about a half a cup of Bragg's and dump that in with your full sink water and wash your fruit in there, okay? That's a really great, inexpensive fruit wash that does the job just as well as all those expensive ones. So let them, ideally you want to let them soak in there for, you know, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But for the sake of live video, we won't be doing that. But they'll be all right. They'll be all right. I'm going to give them a good scrub. Normally you wouldn't have to like scrub them around for 10 minutes, just let them soak. But I'm just going to scrub them around here and that'll be good. All right, so my towel's gone. Let me grab a fresh towel. Must be children have stolen my towel. So here is my towel. I'm going to pull out my apples, and we're going to start with 6 apples. I use Pink Ladies for this, number one, because they're not super expensive. You can use Granny Smith's, you can use Spy, you can use Fuji, whatever kind of apple that you want. Oh, Michelle said something else. What? You don't wash your fruit? Hey, Jenny, you don't wash your fruit, Michelle? Oh, my God. Pesticides, blah. You got to wash your fruit. Everything. Everything wash, okay? Even stuff that has, like, a peel on it, like bananas. Oh, Fuji. So even if stuff that's got a peel on it, like say a pineapple, bananas, all that stuff that you wouldn't think, well, bananas you don't really need to wash because you're not cutting those, but anything that you cut into, the knife is going to pierce the skin and go down into the fruit. So no matter what fruit, if you're cutting it with a knife, you've got to wash the outside of it to prevent any pesticides from getting inside and contaminating your fruit. So wash everything. I wash pineapples, I wash everything. Melons, watermelons, cantaloupes, all that stuff. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to start cutting my apples, but as I cut them, I'm going to put them in my pot. So I'm going to open my pot, listen. Okay, I'm going to open my pot, nothing in there, nothing in the hat, presto. Okay. I'm going to use my handy dandy apple slicer. If you don't have one of these, go grab one of these at your local kitchen shop or your just grocery store. Grab one of these because they're awesome. Put this center thing right over the core. And watch this. You press down. Don't get, ooh, it squirted. I didn't know this was going to be an X-rated show, did you? So, all right. So, see how it cuts your apple? Cool, right? All right, and then you just take your pieces, put them in your pot, and then take your core, pop it in the garbage. That's it. All 6 apples, core them really easy like that. Hey, Rachel, I'm glad you're on. Yay. All right, so sorry if I'm like peering at the screen. I'm trying to read comments as I'm going. So, all right, keep cutting your apples. 6 apples. We're just going to do a small batch for now, okay? Just a small batch. And again, any apples that you want, you can, right in the face. That's what he said. Oh my God, I said that publicly. I'm sorry. I apologize for any of you that are Christian and don't like that kind of thing. I'm really sorry, but that's kind of what you're going to get from me, so sorry. All right, so keep cutting your keep cutting your apples up. Let's see, what else can I tell you about? Give you any quick tips? What are we doing tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow we're doing shredded chicken. So for tomorrow's recipe, you'll want to get, of course, some chicken breasts. Doesn't matter how many you want. If you're meal prepping, if you want to do this and have like a lot of chicken so that you can use it for different stuff like Mexican or chicken salad or, you know, gosh, there's all kinds of stuff that you can use. Chicken tortilla soup, all that kind of stuff. Do like 4 or 6 really large chicken breasts. This is going all over. I hope you guys can see the spew vision here. It's just like spraying everywhere. Oh my God. Okay. So, all right, I gotta hose my glasses off. Give me a second. I got like apple juice all over my glasses. Okay. Woo! Party at the Leper House! Weep, weep! All right, there we go. Oh, that's terrible, but that's okay. I can still kind of see you. All right, so put that aside. Now, look, here, you've got chicken. Yeah, it does cook super, super fast. And I do mine in about 20 minutes just because the breasts that I use, I get from my local organic meat market, and they're like this big and like that thick. They're huge. So I do mine for 20 minutes, and because they're just a tiny bit frozen, that's another tip. You can even cook your stuff that's 100% frozen solid in this. You have to add a little bit extra time, but not much. It's awesome. So you can experiment with that if your chicken breasts are still a little bit frosty. So, okay, here's my apples. My pot is, let's see, it's about halfway full. It's about here to the 8-cup mark full, okay, of apples. See? All right. So I'm just going to put that in my pot. I want to center this so that you guys can see it really well. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 scant cup of water. And I thought I had my measuring cup out here, but I don't. So let me grab my measuring cup. I apologize. This isn't 100% professional, but like I said, I just got back from the grocery store and I wanted to be on for you guys. So, all right. So let's get our water. It's just 1 scant cup of water. Scant meaning not quite to the top, just almost a cup, okay? And you're going to put that in. That's it. And then you're going to take some cinnamon. If you like cinnamon applesauce, you're going to take some cinnamon, and you're just going to go over the top. Oh, about a tablespoon. I don't measure. I just sprinkle. Okay? All right, I get ground Saigon cinnamon. I get it from Costco. I don't know if it's organic, but if you really want to be clean, like super, super clean, then I would recommend getting yourself on thrivemarket.com. I think it might be just thrive.com, but if you Google it, Thrive Market, it's like the online Whole Foods, and everything is uber cheap, and you've got awesome deals, and it's really good quality stuff. So if you want really great spices and things like that. It's really awesome deal. They've got great organic stuff. It's really wonderful. I'm going to come and read Michelle's comment. Oh, yep, that's the chicken comment. Okay, so applesauce going in for 10 minutes. All right, so I'm going to put my lid on. Did you hear that? Here. Listen, you got to line up your arrows, remember? Okay, it's locked. Make sure that your valve is up onto seal or sealing, okay? You don't want it down on release. You want it up on sealing. Not sealing, but sealing, okay? All right, then you're going to press, can you see? We're going to press the manual button, okay? Manual. And then it automatically goes to 30 minutes, and we're going to press the minus button until we get to 10 minutes, okay? And that's it. That's it. We're done. We're done. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this come up to pressure again. Okay, so it's on. It's going to start to come up to pressure. The way you're going to know, remember your pressure valve, you're going to start seeing it, pss, 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 and then it's going to go boop and stay at the top. And that's how it's up to pressure, okay? So you're going to let it get up to pressure and stay there for the whole 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, we're going to quick release, okay? We're going to do a fun quick release. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. And one other thing that's kind of cool is, where's my wax paper? Even right at the beginning of this, you can take the lid off if your pot is still coming to pressure. I'm going to do something kind of fancy schmancy here. Not really fancy schmancy, but kind of. Okay, this is just my steamer basket, okay? I'm using it just for a shape, and I'm going to take some wax paper, and I'm going to do a little crafting here. I'm going to cut a circle out of wax paper. Better if you use parchment, but I didn't have any, I know I don't have any parchment right now, so I'm just going to cut this circle out. Before my pot comes up to pressure, I am going to open it up. I'm going to take this and put it on the very, very top of my apples. Why would she do that, you ask? Well, apples can tend to get kind of mushy, and once they're all pressure cooked, when you do a quick release, you don't want apple spray to come out of your valve and go everywhere, right? So putting a little bit of parchment paper over the top of your dish, some dishes, not all, you don't want to do it with soups and stews and chilies and stuff like that, but like things like applesauce, it's a really great idea to put the parchment paper on the top to help it from just going spraying everywhere. Of course, we will use our towel over the top of our valve when we quick release, but that's just another safeguard that really helps food not get into your valve and just go haywire. So, okay, so that is it. Let's see, how much cinnamon did I put in? Yep, about a tablespoon. Not a ton, it's just kind of to taste. And the apples went up to about, it said about 8 cups of apples. Let's see, what else? What else can I tell you? Before I go off, because I'm going to stop and let this cook, and then we're going to come back. But I will tell you, give me some questions if you've got questions about today's recipe. But when we're done, this is the cool part. When we're done, this is going to be all nice and hot and mushy and wonderful and lovely. But you still have to mix it because the apples are going to continue. They're going to stay in their form. It just doesn't automatically turn to applesauce. Okay, they're cooked and you need to blend it. So what I use is a really cool handheld immersion blender, and I just put it right in here and go and mix it up. Applesauce. Or you can take the cooked apples and throw them in like your Vitamix or something like that and mix them up if you want. Do little batches in your blender, you NutriBullet, whatever you want to use. But I like my my hand mixer. Let me go get it and I'll show you what it looks like. It's nothing special. I got it when Kohl's had a 30% off coupon. Oh, you know what? Guys, I totally think Kohl's has, let me grab my purse because Kohl's, I believe, is having a 30% off special right now. And if you order it online, you can totally get 30% off. So let me give you my discount code. I'm such a giver, right? Okay, let me see. Let me go through my... I know they have 30% off. I got a birthday 20 bucks. That's not it. That's not it. All right. I'm going to have to Google it because I know they have 30% off right now. And I can't Google on my phone because you're on my phone. I'm doing my live video. All right, somebody, Michelle. So let's see. So you can make it chunky if you, yes, you can make it. You can make it chunky. Michelle, do me a favor. Google Kohl's 30% off coupon code and post it. and then we'll, because you can use it online. And here is my lovely Food Network immersion blender. Okay, that's it. Comes in 2 pieces, so this is the part that you wash. This is your motor, and see how what it does is, see that when you put this down on the pot, the food sucks into these holes and up into the blade, and you just go and blend it up. Thank you, Michelle. So yeah, that's the apples will go in there, and you just blend it up so you can make it really smooth. You can make it really chunky. You can add like little flavorings if you want to. Stuff like that. Now, okay, if you want to be really holistic, that reminded me when I said flavors. If you want to be really holistic, a lot of our friends that use essential oils are getting really big into cooking with essential oils. So you can always use a really good quality cinnamon oil to put in. Oh, let's see what Michelle said. Pencil 30, yes, pencil 30. Hey, Eileen McDonald says she loves her immersion blender, and she uses it all the time for soup. Yes, that's perfect. I use it when I make stuff with tomatoes or beans, because my kids don't say they don't like tomatoes or beans. They don't like the chunky tomatoes or beans, because when I use my immersion blender in whatever I'm cooking, they don't know and they eat it. So trick your kids. Use your, yeah, it won't let you put a picture in there. Courtney, essential oils are not safe to digest. I think it totally depends on the brand that you get, because there are specific ones that are okay for food consumption, but that is definitely something to be aware of. I personally have not used them. I just know some people that do. So it's totally up to you to do your own research and make up your own mind if you want to use essential oils in your food. So thank you, Eileen, for mentioning that. I appreciate it. Or Courtney mentioned that, so I appreciate that. So we are still coming up to pressure. Pencil 30, right? Let me scroll back. PENCIL 30 for a 30% off Kohl's discount to get yourself an immersion blender if you don't have one, okay? Or you can go on Amazon. I'm sure Amazon will have them, but I don't know the price point on Amazon. So, but again, this is just it's a Food Network one. I don't think it was terribly expensive. If you want an immersion blender, they're great. I don't use it all that often because I do use my Vitamix more often than the immersion blender, but this is handy for stuff like this because I don't like to go back and forth. All right, let's see. Is there anything else? Any other questions before I hop off? And then when this is done, I'll come back on for a few minutes and show you the finished product, okay? Any more questions? No? All right. Thank you, Michelle, for helping out. I appreciate it. And all right, I will see you guys in a few minutes. This will probably take about 5 to 8 more minutes to come up to pressure, and then it's got to cook for 10 minutes. So it's 3:27 right now. How about I come back on at 4, and I'll show you the finished product, okay? All right. See you guys in a few minutes. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back a little early. My pot came up to pressure and started counting down immediately after I got off the video. So I wanted to hop on here really quickly again and show you our end result, okay? I'm pretty excited to show you. I want to get my oven mitts out so that I can show you the pot. But, okay, so see your pot is going to read L0000 when it finishes. Mine says 1 because it's been 1 minute since it finished. But we're going to do our quick release together, okay? So I'm going to grab my towel. And I'm going to put my towel over my valve. You don't have to, but this is just a safeguard because it's kind of a sloppy thing in there, item. So just in case there's apple spewage, I want to make sure it's covered. So I'm going to push my valve forward to venting. Woo! Did you see that? It's still coming through the towel. Can you hear it? Woo, look at that! It's Old Faithful over here. Woohoo! So I'm just going to let it vent, and you're gonna hear the steam go. Smells awesome, which is really good. I wish I had smell-o-vision now. I'm glad I didn't have smell-o-vision on the first video because, to be honest with you, I had cooked a salad with Brussels sprouts in it, and my whole kitchen smelled like fart. So I am glad there was no smell-o-vision then, but I wish there was smell-o-vision now because it smells really good. So if you want to just throw this in your pot and make your house smell good, that's good too. All right, so it's still venting, and the steam valve is, ooh, glasses. Sorry about that. If you got glasses, don't look down. You could get a facial in the steam. Just be careful because you'll probably burn yourself. So just let the steam valve go. I'm going to take my towel off. You'll know when it's okay to take the lid off when you see your pressure valve go down, and the steam will be, you won't hear any steam. So I'm going to get my immersion blender plugged in and ready. So easy to use. This thing is so easy to use. All right, so that's plugged in and ready. Still venting. All right, my valve is starting to slowly go down. I don't want to tip it up because I don't want to mess up the contents. All right, the valve just went down. No more steam. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my valve back towards me, back up to ceiling. Not that ceiling. All right, you ready? This is warm. So I'm going to put my, it's only warm because I had the towel on it. That's the only reason it's warm. Normally it's not warm. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Woo-wee. All right, now I'm going to take my wax paper off and I'm going to throw it away. All right. Oh my God, this smells good. Ah, you guys, smells so good. All right, take a look. See? See how chunky the apples are still? They're still in their form, pretty much. All right, so I'm going to drop this back down. And here we go. Immersion blender time. You ready? Here we go. You just kind of up and down in there. Chunky or smooth, however you want to do it. Again, I like to leave the skins on because I think they give a lot of nutrients. Gives it a good texture. Alright. Ooh, it's looking good. That is looking tasty. Oh, also, you can shut this off. You can press cancel, and it shuts it off. Otherwise, it's going to stay on the warming feature. That's what it does. It doesn't cool down. It just stays warming the whole time. So, all right. So, that's the cool thing about the Instapot because you can kind of program this to turn on when you're at work and let it cook. And then when you come home, it'll still be warm, but it doesn't start right away, which is awesome. You can program it to start at a certain time. Like you're going to be away for 5 hours, and then you want it to cook that last hour. So set it to come on. Set the timer for 4 hours, and then it'll come on that last hour. It's very cool. All right, so my applesauce is now blended. This part I can put in the dishwasher because there's no motor or electrical parts in there. All right, you ready? You ready? Are you ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? You ready? Give me some likes if you're ready. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Ooh, I don't want to spill it. Look, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? All right. Applesauce. Seriously. Seriously. All right. New moms, get an Instapot. Make homemade baby food. Oh my God. So good for your kids. Don't buy that Gerber crap. Make fresh sweet potatoes. So easy in this. Immersion blender. Blend it up. What else? I mean, there's so everything. Anything. Beans, beets, potatoes. Just baby food in the Instapot. Dudes, you gotta get it. Dude. Dude. Make your baby some healthy food, just like you. All right, I'm gonna test this. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot, but it smells so good. All right, you ready? You ready, you ready? It's hot. Doesn't even need sugar. That's so good. Awesome sauce. Hot, you got it? Awesome sauce. We just made homemade awesome sauce. That's what I'm going to call it. Homemade awesome sauce. It's so good with the peel on it. All right, so now get yourself some cool ball jars and put your applesauce in it. Put it in the fridge. It's good for, I have to say probably about a week, but I bet it won't last that long because this stuff is good. It's good. This is your awesome sauce for the day. So, okay, tomorrow, your ingredients for tomorrow. And if somebody wants to type this up, I would be forever grateful and post it in the group. I'll send you a little goodie if you type it up for me. So, tomorrow, we're going to do shredded chicken. And the ingredients that you're going to need is 3 to 6 chicken breasts. You're going to want, what I use, you don't have to use this, but what I use, because it's got more minerals in it than regular salt, is I use Himalayan pink salt. This is really good. It's got a lot of natural minerals and nutrients in it. So I use this. If you are iron deficient, you probably want to use iodized salt. Bummer, sorry. But if you're not iron deficient, get this stuff. This is the Bombay of the day. Yes, it is. So get Himalayan salt. Get some smoked paprika. Regular paprika works, but I like smoked paprika. And if you want, you can get some liquid smoke. Let me show you the kind that I use. I will show you. I will show you. Again, get on Thrive Market, and you can get some of this stuff that's the really healthy version. I get the Colgan brand. It's pretty good. Doesn't have a lot of junky ingredients in it. Yeah, it's got, the only thing that I see in there, it says caramel color. I'm not thrilled about that, so I will probably go on to Thrive Market and get some different liquid smoke. This one is natural hickory flavor. This one is natural pecan, and there is also an apple flavor. There's lots of different flavors, but I use this to just add a little bit of a smoky flavor to my chicken. I call it barbacoa chicken or barbacoa pork. If you want to use pork, you are more than welcome to. You can use a pork shoulder, or you can use a pork tenderloin. Pork tenderloin works really well, so if you have a tenderloin in your freezer, you can pop that in there. Like if you've got a big one like this, like you get some of the huge ones at the meat market, cut it in half. You could do the whole thing if you want, but I only do half. So that's all you need. You don't need any liquid. You can use a tiny bit of organic chicken broth with your shredded chicken if you want, but it's going to create a lot of its own liquid, so it's not necessary. So that is what's up for tomorrow. So today, congratulations on your wonderful, lovely, awesome sauce. Get your new moms, spread the word there that they need to get one of these things. I will put my link again for the Instapot if you don't have one, or if you want to share the link with your friends. It's my Amazon link. Again, it does not cost you guys any extra. It's just because I love the Instapot and I share it with everybody. I've joined with Amazon and they give me a few pennies for recommending it, and they take a few less pennies. You are not charged anything extra. Just FYI, I'm an Amazon affiliate, and because I love recommending stuff that I use all the time. So I do have a few things on with them that I like to recommend. So I will post that link again under here so that you can share that. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. Thank you. That was so nice of you. I'm glad you liked the video. I'm just a regular old Joe. There's nothing fancy or special about me. I just really wanted to do this for you guys because I was so scared of using my pot when I first got it. And now that I've started using it, it's so awesome. It's totally fantastic. And I just want to spread the word that you guys got to get one of these things if you need. I mean, we're all busy people, busy moms, busy lives, kids, sports, people working, you're not at home. This thing will save your life. Well, eating healthy with this thing and exercising will save your life, but this will really help because this will help get your nutrition in line, right? Okay. All right, there's my plug. There's my plug for fitness. So, okay, if you have not friend requested me, please do so. I would love to be able to talk with you guys more on my personal page. And if you're interested, I am also Mountain Girl Fitness. I do have a fitness page that I share different things on. I share my love of hiking and backpacking and mountain biking and how we stay in shape and the programs that we do to keep ourselves healthy and the food I eat and all that great stuff. So I would love to see you guys over there as well. But thanks again. I appreciate it. And get ready for shredded chicken tomorrow. Okay? See you.